Okay, so last year, a record number of viewers tuned in to watch our next guest play Salt in Lifetime Salt and Pepper biopic. Since then, Miss Townson has been quite the busy lady, but she always makes time for us. So please welcome back one of our PIX11 faves, actress Gigi Townson.
Good morning.
And the crowd goes wild. Hi, Gigi.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I like to say, hi, Gigi, it's OG.
Hi, OG.
Because it makes me feel like I'm rhyming.
Right.
That's the extent of my rhyming skills.
I get it.
If it even qualifies. So, speaking of rhyming, Gigi, last time you were here was for the Salt and Pepper movie, which was a massive, massive success. One of the top-rated movies on cable last year. Like, we didn't see that coming. I'm not even psychic, and I saw it coming.
Right.
What was that? So talk to us about that. I know you weren't surprised. What was the reaction like? Because we saw you before it premiered.
So the reaction to the world's reaction to it, of course you can't please everybody. So you had the good and the bad and the ugly, but, good talk, bad talk, everyone was talking about it. Exactly. And that's ultimately what you want with the project. But as far as the positive response from it, people were really, really receptive to the story and the way that it was told, and it being told respectively by Cheryl and Sandy being such an instrumental part of it all happening.
Listen, you were like good, bad, and ugly. I was like, I just saw the great. The bad and the ugly, I don't engage with the bad and the ugly. I only see the great, and I saw the movie too, so I knew, I was excited, I was into it, so that we loved it. That's all that matters. You did your thing. Is all that matters. Well, your latest project is a series streaming on BET Plus. It's Sacrifice. We have a clip, Gigi. We're gonna take a look, and then we'll chit chat.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind me dropping in on you like this. I just had to meet the woman that made that incredible donation to my foundation.
Jameson, please. It's wonderful to meet you.
Likewise, Mr. Mendez. Joseph Ezzy is a fave.
The client gave it to me as a gift.
So, was it a coincidence, or did you just know I'd see that big deposit you sent?
I've got to come clean. It was not a coincidence.
Guess I gotta come clean, too. That's not what you did to support Extra.
I try to support all my sisters.
And that's one reason I wanted to meet with you.
Okay, Jameson. Full of surprises, Jameson. I know. All right, so for people, what I love about this whole streaming situation is that if you missed the first episode or the second, you have time to catch up and watch it. But for those who don't know the background of Sacrifice, it started off as a movie starring Paula Patton, and now it's become a BET Plus series. So fill us in.
So the series actually picked up from the movie. Fans were really into the movie. It aired in 2019, and people were basically waiting by the phone, wanting more answers for the storyline that happened in the movie. And now, based on the incredible writing and the acting, people are now waiting by the phone for season 2. I'm waiting by the phone. There are certain things that I want to know what is going on with Jameson. So I'm just as invested as an actor as, the audience is, and I want to know what's going on with the rest of the storyline. So BET, let us know.
Listen, if there's something I'm good at, it's tracking people down and stalking and pestering them. I will track them down, and they will be. You won't be sitting by your phone too long, just so you know. So let's just say that music, no matter how hard you try, and you've been doing this acting thing for a long time, since you were like what, 7 with the teen stuff, the Nickelodeon stuff. Yeah. So, but the music thing you can't get away from because it's in you. You're playing Jameson, who's a singer / other things, and then you've played Salt in the Salt and Pepper biopic, and so just talk to, like, people is gonna bring this up, let the sun shine.
Right. I've been saying maybe one day I will do a project. Specifically, if I do decide to do a musical project, I think one of the first things that I do want to do is something that is paying homage to my grandfather and the group The Fifth Dimension. My favorite song happens to be Wedding Bell Blues. So with their blessing, I would love to, in a perfect world, be able to recreate that song. So
you already put it out there. It will happen. You already have the talent. You already have your grandfather watching over you, his blessing. I bet you he would want to see that happen. So we put it out there. It will happen.
Yes.
Right? And if you do a music video, I am not saying OG should be like in the background.
But like you should.
What? Gigi, stop. No.
I mean,
Really?
like
If
Gigi
you-
and OG. I mean, the people would love it.
If you insist, Gigi, I'm not gonna fight it. But by the way, guess what? Gigi, there's something I don't know how to do. They used to make fun of me of how I pronounce taco. Taco? How'd you guys say it?
Taco?
Yeah, see? Because you're like a connoisseur, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What makes you one?
Listen, I know where all the bomb taco spots are. There are, there's not just one taco. There are, the tacos that you eat with cheese. There are the ground turkey tacos that some might dub like the black taco. Or, you have grilled chicken tacos. You have shredded beef tacos. And I got all the locks on the spots in LA.
Okay.
So I have dubbed myself a self-proclaimed taco connoisseur.
Okay.
Because it's not a game, I really don't.
We know, we can tell. We see the look in your eye. This is not something you just picked. This is not your first rodeo at all. So here's the deal.
Right.
In LA, you already got the taco game down over there. So whenever you're in New York, maybe we can go find the good ones, too. Deal?
Okay.
While we shoot our music video. You got it.
Yes.
You've got yourself a deal. Till then, Gigi, we will be checking you out on Sacrifice. It's now streaming on BET+. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Please come back anytime.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much
Anytime
for
you
having
want.
me.
Such a pleasure. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your 2022.
Thank you. You too.